For lesson 5.2, let's look at the spelling of the ing form. By the ing form, we're talking about the present continuous. So, let's take a look at our rules and then some examples. Our first rule, we add ing to the base form of most verbs. The examples are eat, go, study. If we simply add ing to eat, go, and study, this forms the present progressive or present continuous. Eating, going, studying. Very simple, just add ing. For the second rule, for a one-syllable verb, remember one syllable is one sound. For example, eat is one syllable. For a one-syllable verb that ends in a consonant plus a vowel plus a consonant, or CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant, we repeat the final consonant and add ing. The example are plan and stop. Now notice that these end in CVC, consonant, L, vowel, A, consonant, N. Consonant, T, vowel, O, consonant, P. So, these follow the requirements for this rule for a one-syllable verb, plan, stop, that ends in a consonant plus a vowel plus a consonant, CVC, CVC. We repeat the final consonant, in this case N, in this case P, and add ing. So it's plan becomes PLAN, N-I-N-G, PLANNING. Stop, we're going to add an extra P there, S-T-O-P, P-I-N-G, stopping. Planning, stopping. Our next rule, we do not repeat a final W, X, or Y. That means that if the end of the word is a W, an X, or a Y, we do not repeat the W, X, and Y. And it doesn't matter how many syllables each word is. So, ends in a W, show, what do? Back to the first rule here, add an ing, showing. Mix, mixing. Stay, staying. Our next rule says for a two-syllable verb, now we're talking about two syllables. Remember, one-syllable verbs are these: eat, go, stop, plan, show, mix, stay. Two syllables would be something like study, two sounds, study. So for a two-syllable verb that ends in CVC, we repeat the final consonant only if the last, let me underline that, only if the last syllable is stressed. We repeat the final consonant, that's a letter, only if the last syllable is stressed. Now, what do we mean by stressed? Well, usually stress sounds are shown with a line above the part that's stressed. In this case, this word R-E-F-E-R, refer, notice that the second sound in the word is stressed. Refer, begin. So, for a two-syllable verb, two syllables, refer, begin, that ends in CVC, 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 we repeat the final consonant, in this case R, in this case N, only if the last syllable is stressed. These are stressed, so in this one we're going to repeat the R, R-R-I-N-G. In this word begin, we're going to repeat the N, N-N-I-N-G, referring, beginning. Our next rule says for a two-syllable verb, so we're same thing for a two-syllable verb that ends in CVC, we don't repeat the final consonant if the last syllable is not stressed. Now these are also two-syllable words, but notice that it's the beginning of the sound or the sound of the word that is stressed. With these, the second sound was stressed. Refer, second syllable stressed. Begin, second syllable stressed. But with this word and this word, it's the first syllable that's stressed. Open, offer. In these cases that end in CVC, CVC, we do not add an extra consonant. In other words, open becomes opening, not by adding another N. All we do is add ing. Opening, offering. In the next rule, if the verb ends in a consonant plus an E or UE, we drop the E and add ing. Let's look at that again. If the verb, write, rescue, ends in a consonant plus E, consonant E, consonant UE. If it ends in a consonant plus an E or a consonant plus a UE, we drop the E. We get rid of the E, no E, and add ing. Write becomes WRITING. Notice that we drop the E. There's no E here on the progressive. Drop the E, no E here on the progressive. RESCUING, rescuing. And finally, our last rule says if the verb ends in IE, if the verb lie, tie, ends in IE, we change the IE to Y and add ing. So lie, in other words, to not tell the truth, becomes LYING. Tie, like tying a string or tying a bow or tying a knot or tying a rope. Tie becomes TYING. So go back and get to know these rules well so that when you're writing, your spelling is correct when you're changing a verb to the present progressive, or as our book calls it, the present continuous form. Okay? Let's take a look at the exercises that go with this. Exercise 2 says, write the ing form of each verb. In two-syllable verbs that end in CVC, the stressed syllable is underlined. Okay? So for example, this one, suffer, what is stressed? The SU. So the sound is suffer, not suffer, right? Let's find one where there is one where the last part of the word is underlined. It's a two-syllable word, and the second part is underlined, which indicates that the second part is stressed. So this word occur. Notice that the stress is on occur, the second part. All right. So all you're doing is changing these so that they are present continuous, and make sure you spell them correctly. For exercise 3, it says fill in the blanks with a present continuous form of the verbs given and use contractions when possible. Let's see where we can find where there's a contraction opportunity. Some African parrots are suffering. So the verb suffer in the present continuous becomes are suffering from diseases. They, verb is lose. So what would that be? They are losing their feathers and their beaks. They disappear, are disappearing quickly. Today there aren't even 1,000 left. Steve Boys is rescuing them. He and his team are working. I don't see where there's an opportunity for contraction, but if there is, go ahead and write that as a contraction if you can, okay? All right, so go ahead and do exercise 2 and 3 for this lesson. Good luck.